What's up, folks? What's up? Welcome to Chats and Grinds. It's Javier. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about a moment that really changed me forever when I was a child. So when I was a kid, I used to just lie a lot for so many petty things. I was like a very mischievous child. I would just do things here and there, break things, get on top of the refrigerator, spill things, mess around with all kinds of things that I wasn't supposed to. And when I did things, I didn't want to ever deal with the guilt and the embarrassment that came with getting caught. So I would deny everything, right? If I spilled something and my parents would come in the house, I would just tell them, oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. That was like that when I came in the house. And obviously your parents are going to know, because if you live in a household where it's just you and them and they trust each other that they're not going to lie about those kind of things, it's pretty obvious who it was. So it seems so naive now to when you understand the dynamics. But that's what I used to do. But I did have a moment where I ran into a brick wall. Yo, the embarrassment was so serious that from that moment on, I didn't want to deal with lying, and I didn't want to deal with the embarrassment of getting caught in a lie from that moment on. And that happened one summer. I was in Costa Rica. My mom's side of the family is Costa Rican. So I was hanging out with the family and we were at a beach resort. So when we go to this place, it's me, my uncles, my aunts, and since it's a lot of adults, they usually allow me to bring one of my cousins my age, so we can like run around, splash in the water, go to the beach together. And when nobody was looking, right, we would pull these kind of stunts that me and this cousin in particular, we have plenty of stories like this. So if you want, I'll do another one of the stories that I have with him. Just subscribe and like, and maybe I'll pull out another video for you guys. But at this beach resort, because of the landscaping that they had done, and I'm sure it served some kind of practical purpose as well, they had these creeks that would run along everywhere. So to cross the creeks, you would have to cross a bridge. But you're thinking, this is a 13-year-old, like that's so lame, right? It's so lame to take a bridge when you're walking around, strolling around, and you find yourself some bamboo sticks. So I look at these bamboo sticks and I tell my cousin, hey, why don't we use these bamboo sticks to pole vault across the creeks? Like that sounds like the best idea when you're 13, right? So this is it. This is the game plan. So I grab the bamboo stick, I go first, and I'm sprinting towards the creek with the bamboo stick, and then boom, I'm flying to the other side. Now I didn't land perfect, but I landed in an ant pile. So it wasn't the best, but it also, I didn't get hurt or anything, right? So that's like good enough. So I tossed the pole over to my cousin, and now he's on his way, so he's sprinting, and then boom, he hits the vault. And this is where things got a little complicated, because we gotta talk about pole vaulting a little bit here. If you grab the stick too far back, not that I'm like a master pole vaulter, because this was probably literally the first time I had ever done this in my life, but it seemed great at the time. So if you grab the pole too far back and you don't have enough push to get you up and over, there's two things that can happen. Either you fall back, or if you get it just right, you end up right in the middle, right? With not enough to go forward, not enough to go back. So that's what happened to my cousin. He hits the vault, flies up, and he's right at the top, just hanging. He's stuck. This man is stuck in the middle of the creek in the air, holding on to the bamboo. I'm not sure if he wasn't strong enough or he decided to let go and bail, but as he's letting go, there just so happens to be a splint on the bamboo stick on the way down. So that thing slices him up from his waist all the way to his chest. It gave him like the perfect ab crease right down his stomach, you know, for a couple years. So he's a bit cut up. I'm in panic mode because this was my idea to begin with. So I take him to the clinic. He gets a little bit of cream on there or whatever, you know, get patched up. And I'm thinking, yo, we're gonna be big trouble here. Like, there's no hiding a huge gash right up his torso when we're at the beach and everybody has their shirts off, right? So we got to come up with a plan. I told him, hey, listen, when we go back to the cabin, the aunts and the uncles and the fam, they're going to be grilling us. You know, we need a plan right now. We got to stick to the plan. We got to stick to the story. So, of course, we go back and they're interrogating us like it's CSI, good cop, bad cop. But whatever, we're sticking to the plan. And from the time we got back all the way to the time we went to sleep, it was just probing us, right? And I just remember going to sleep and having like this big relief, like, okay, like we did it. We both didn't cave in. We wake up the next day, we have some breakfast, and then one of my aunts tells us, hey, let's go out and walk around a little bit. I didn't suspect anything. So I said, okay, yeah, sure. So we're strolling around the resort, and she starts with the probing. And we're sticking to our guns, right? Because we got this sealed airtight. The defenses are impregnable. The only words that are coming out of our mouths are, we fell by the pool. And then, come to know it, we're walking right in front of the pool, and that's when she says to us, so where did you guys fall? Oh, she dropped it hard on us. Oh no. So my cousin pointed to the left, I point to the right. You know what happened. Like, the embarrassment, like my whole face flushed at that moment. My whole body got heated, and I felt this intense embarrassment at that moment. And it was that day that I realized it's just better to face the truth from the start. You're gonna end up owning up in the end, right? And that story has always stuck with me. Even now, I'm in my 30s, and it seems so silly, right? It seems very silly. And I think that's also another point, is that sometimes in life we face we're so blind to ourselves. Apart from telling the truth, this story is about that blindness that we have, that everything in our life in the moment seems like it's the biggest thing. It seems like it's so terrible. And then years down the line, you look at things and they're kind of insignificant. The things that stick around the most are those memories that have those intense emotions. And so I'm very happy, I'm very glad that I still have that memory, because that's one of those times where life teaches you in this very lighthearted way, right? And I didn't face the consequences. For me weren't tough. The Can't say that about my cousin, although he's okay now. But it was a very lighthearted way to teach me not to lie. And I hope you got something out of it. That was a important memory for me. Let me know some of the stories that you guys have and some of those moments that taught you a lesson. Peace out.